My beloved child, listen carefully to the words I am about to speak. For today, my words carry a new weight, a revelation from the realm of eternity. This is not merely a word of comfort for a weary soul, but a declaration from heaven itself that something extraordinary, something supernatural is about to be released upon your life, and it will begin even this very night. My child, do you know this? From the deepest heights of my throne, my eyes have watched your every step along this journey. Heaven has recorded every prayer you have offered, even the ones uttered through tears, the groans too deep for words, and the silent sighs when you felt too weary to pray at all. Do not think that they have vanished into the void. Not a single word has been lost. All have been preserved in golden bowls before my throne, mingled with the sweet fragrance of sincere worship. They stand as a testimony to the steadfast heart you have shown before me. There is something exceedingly precious in how you have held tightly to me through this season. I have seen each small effort you have made, every time you refused discouragement though surrounded by temptation, every moment you stood firm while unseen storms swept across your soul. Even when your hands felt empty, when no visible fruit appeared, you still chose to believe in me, whispering, "Lord, I still trust you." And it is this, yes, this very faith that moves heaven and stirs the heart of the Almighty. Tonight, my child, a supernatural shift will begin. Doors long shut will start to resound. Things you once thought were dead, I will breathe new life into. At times you have wondered, "Lord, do you hear? Have my cries reached you?" Know this, not only have I heard, but I have appointed my perfect time. And that time is drawing near. It is even at the threshold. My angels have already been dispatched. They carry new assignments, fresh messages for this coming season of your life. Invisible chains are beginning to break. The shackles upon your mind and soul are about to be shattered, not by your own strength, but by the mighty intervention of the Most High. My child, the darkest night often signals that a great dawn is near. Do you remember how you once questioned why the trial has lasted so long? Why certain promises seemed delayed? Understand this. In the spiritual realm, certain things must be prepared. Deep places within your soul must be excavated, so that when the day of fulfillment arrives, you will be able to carry that glory rightly. I will never allow the blessing to arrive before your heart is ready to hold it. But now, my child, I see that maturity blossoming within you, like a flower long cultivated through the night. And as this flower blooms, its fragrance will spread far and wide. My child, tonight, whether you sit in stillness or kneel in worship, open your heart wide. Let me whisper into your spirit what I am about to do. There may be no thunder, no outward sign for the natural eye to see, but in the depths of your spirit, you will sense a new wind, a refreshing that cannot be denied. It will be the signal that a new season has begun. Do not let weariness overshadow your hope. Do not allow temporary failures to cause you to doubt my faithfulness. I am the Unchanging One. The words I have spoken over your life are not erased by time or circumstance. Wait with renewed expectation. Keep watch in holy anticipation. Keep watch, and you are a part of this divine plan. I also want you to know this. Because you have been faithful in the small things, I will entrust you with greater things. Not so that you may boast, but so that through your life my kingdom will be expanded and my name will be glorified. You will become a channel through which the living waters will flow to many. You will witness things that you once only dared to dream of. New connections will be formed. Doors of vision, provision, and sanctified relationships will be opened. You will find yourself stepping into new realms you never imagined you would enter, not because you are worthy, but because my grace has chosen you for this season. Yet, my child, along with revelation and blessing comes a greater call to walk in holiness and humility. Do not allow pride to take root. Do not let arrogance steal the purity of your soul. Always remember that it is all by grace, and guard your heart with deep gratitude, for it is this posture that will keep you through every season. And I also say this: do not fear change. Do not be troubled when you see old doors closing. There will be relationships that I myself will separate, and there will be doors I will intentionally shut to lead you into new pathways. Trust that my wisdom far surpasses your understanding. Every shift, every adjustment is part of my good plan for you, my beloved child. Tonight, when you lift your eyes to the heavens, remember that countless eyes from above are also watching over you. A holy symphony is resounding in the heavenly realms, proclaiming a new season over you. Angels are moving. Promises are drawing near to their fulfillment. Rejoice in your heart and keep the lamp of your faith burning bright. For I, your Lord, am doing a new thing, and you will see it, you will experience it, and you will testify to my wondrous faithfulness. In this very moment, as you read these words, know that all of heaven is in perfect agreement with my will, preparing to pour upon your life treasures long held in secret, treasures from the deepest chambers of my kingdom's vision. You do not realize, during all the days you have walked faithfully through trials, through lonely nights, I have never ceased watching over you and preparing heavenly gifts for you. But, my child, these gifts are not things to be given hastily. They are treasures that only obedience, only patience refined through the years, and only time touched by the light of eternity can fully unlock. Therefore, my child, do not be surprised that some days require long waiting. Do not be dismayed when certain promises seem delayed. I do not delay as humans understand delay. Everything is held within my perfect timing. There are things that must be refined, not only in the world around you, but within your own soul, so that when the time comes, you will be able to receive them without them bringing harm to your spirit. Remember this: what you are about to step into is not the result of striving in the flesh, nor of human calculation. It is the fruit of a heart that has learned obedience, of a spirit that has been shaped through the fires of testing and the tears of prayer. It is a blessing unlocked by a life that has chosen to love me above all else. Do you remember the days when you quietly sowed seeds in tears? The moments when you chose to forgive, even as your heart was aching? The times when you chose to keep your heart pure amidst overwhelming temptations? The moments you remained faithful though no one was watching? Not a single one of these acts has been overlooked. They have been gathered into golden bowls before me. And now, as the harvest season has ripened, I am about to tilt those bowls and pour out blessings upon you. Tonight, as heaven and earth grow still, and as your soul opens in deep pursuit, the angels on assignment from me are at work. They are preparing to unseal what has long been kept, so that what I ordained from the foundation of the world may now be released upon your life. My child, know this: these gifts are not merely material riches. They go deeper. They are more enduring, surpassing all that the eye can see. They are a new revelation of me, that you may know me not only as the healer, the Savior, but as your loving Father, your most holy companion, your wise counselor in every step you take. Moreover, I will grant you new discernment and deeper understanding of the seasons within my kingdom. You will no longer walk in uncertainty. You will know when to wait, when to step out and act, when to remain silent, and when to lift your voice and declare. My child, I have also prepared new divine connections for you. There are ones whom I have trained in hidden places, and now I will bring them to stand beside you. They are not coming to compete with you or take what is yours, but to unite with you in strength for this new season. Through this holy partnership, the works I have destined for you will be accomplished with a power and glory that you could not bear alone. Yet, my child, let me remind you, to whom much is given, much is expected. The gifts I bestow are not for building your own kingdom, but for expanding mine upon the earth. Keep your heart humble. Always remember that it is by my grace alone that you have been brought to this place. If you remain in that posture of humility, my covering and favor will always overshadow you. Do not fear the greatness of what is coming. Perhaps in your heart there are still whispers of doubt. Am I strong enough? Am I worthy? Listen to my words. It is I who will clothe you with power. It is I who will strengthen you each day. It is I who will teach you, step by step, what to do. You are not walking alone. I will hold your hand, and no power in heaven or on earth can hinder what I have purposed for you. And my child, the most precious gift I am about to give is a fresh touch of myself upon your spirit. You will no longer know me only through words or teachings, but you will feel the beat of my heart. You will hear the sweet whisper of my Holy Spirit in the quietest moments. In the days ahead, as you step into new territories, new challenges may arise, but do not be afraid. These are not meant to cause your downfall, but to display my glory in your life even more brilliantly. And in every challenge, you will see that my hand has never left you, not even for a moment. Therefore, my beloved child, tonight open your heart wide. Do not merely expect the things that are seen, but long for the deeper things, the knowledge of me, the understanding of my will, and the intimate communion with me. For these truly are the most precious rewards. Prepare your spirit as a faithful servant, with your belt fastened and your lamp kept burning. Know this: tonight marks the beginning of an entirely new chapter. Every step you take from this moment forward will carry a new spiritual weight, a deeper spiritual impact. And I, the one who never breaks a promise, will go before you, opening the way and guarding you in every path. You have been tested. Yes, you have walked through the fiery furnace of affliction, through storms that seemed ready to overwhelm you. Yet, my child, you did not break. I, the one who formed you, know well your every limit, every strength, and every weakness. I have watched over every moment, every breath of yours throughout this journey. There were times when you felt like a branch bending under the force of the storm, as though one more gust would surely snap you. But look now, my child, you are still standing. You may have swayed, your soul may have been wounded and bleeding, but you were not broken. And this is not because of your own strength, but because my mighty hand and my boundless mercy have upheld you through each step. Do you know this, my child? Even in the moments when you felt your weakest, your most alone, I was silently shaping you, refining you for this very moment, the moment when you are about to step into the new season I have ordained for you from before the foundations of the world. Have you not wondered? Have you not cried out within your heart, Lord, why is the pressure so heavy? Why do the delays stretch on without end? Why is the loneliness in my soul so deep and unrelenting? My child, understand this clearly. None of these things were ever meant to harm you or to drown you. On the contrary, they have been tools I have allowed to prepare you for what I am about to pour out upon your life: glory, revelation, new doors, and profound spiritual responsibilities. Requires a heart enlarged enough to receive and steward these things without being swept away. That is why your heart needed to be stretched. The sorrows, the long nights of solitary prayer, the days of seemingly hopeless waiting, all of these have been part of that stretching process. Just as new wineskins must be expanded to hold new wine, so too must your heart be deepened and fortified, that you may fully bear the weight of the gifts I am about to pour forth. My child, when you look back, you will see that not one pain was wasted. Every tear, every sigh was gathered by me. Not a single moment of this journey has been in vain. And now, as I speak to you, it is because the new season is near. A season no longer of testing, but of displaying my glory. But remember this, my child. A new season does not mean you will no longer face challenges. Yet you will walk forward with an entirely new posture. You will no longer fear the winds, for you have learned what it is to stand firm amidst the storm. You will no longer be anxious over delays, for you now know that all things unfold in my perfect timing. And you will no longer fear loneliness, for you have discovered the sweetness of my presence in the most solitary places. It was in those moments when you felt most alone that I revealed myself to you more deeply than ever before. I whispered hidden truths into your heart, inscribed eternal truths upon your spirit, truths no one can take away. And it is these very things that will be your priceless treasure as you step into the new season ahead. My child, let me make this very clear. What I am about to do in your life will far exceed anything you have ever prayed for or imagined. You may think that you have prayed deeply enough, that you have hoped greatly enough, but I am the one who does exceedingly abundantly beyond all that you can ask or think. What I am preparing for you is not merely for your own receiving, but through you streams of living water will flow to many others. My child, in these past days, you have learned what it means to be patient, what it means to obey in the small things, what it means to remain faithful amid trials. And now, as you step into a new season, you will experience what it means to be lifted up by my mighty hand. But be careful, my child. When the blessings overflow, keep your heart humble. Remember that you stand not because of your talents nor your merits, but entirely by grace. If you keep this heart, I will grant you even more grace and lead you into deeper communion with me. And one more thing, my child. As I enlarge your heart, it is also so that you may love more deeply, serve more fully. Do not forget that the gifts I give are not for building a throne for yourself, but that you may become an instrument to bring my kingdom to the world. Learn to bow low, to wash the feet of your brethren, to love those who are difficult to love. For it is in that very humility that my glory will be revealed more clearly. My beloved child, remember this: your value in my eyes is never measured by what you can accomplish, nor is it influenced by outward successes or failures. To me, you are not a project to be completed, nor a record of achievements to be weighed for love. From the very beginning, when I knit you together in the secret place, before your first cry was heard, I loved you with an unconditional love. And that love has never, not for one moment, changed. Whether you are on the heights of radiant days or in the depths of your darkest seasons. When you rejoice, I am there. When you collapse, my heart leans toward you even more. My child, you do not need to strive or struggle to earn my love. Do not let any thought convince you that you must deserve to be loved. No, you already have it, fully, completely, and eternally. It was my only Son who paid the price with his life, so that you could walk in the freedom ordained by the heavens. An immeasurably high price was paid on the cross, not for you to live in guilt or be bound by the past, but for you to be freed from every chain, to live as a beloved child in the Father's house. And I say to you, I will not let that sacrifice be in vain in your life. Therefore, my child, rise up in a renewed understanding of your identity. You have been covered by the precious blood. Every sin, every stain, every past mistake has been washed clean. There is no condemnation for you anymore. I see you through the lens of grace, through the finished work of the Savior, and in my eyes, you are the redeemed one, called out of darkness into my marvelous light. Listen carefully, you have been called, not by chance, nor by accident. Your destiny was written in the pages of my book before the foundations of the world were laid. You were chosen to bring my glory into the world. You have been set apart for purposes so high that even you may not yet fully comprehend them. But do not fear. I will reveal them to you step by step. Therefore, my child, I earnestly call you. Do not look back anymore. Do not let the past, like a lingering shadow, steal away the joy and freedom I have prepared for you. The mistakes of yesterday have been buried in the sea of my forgetfulness. They no longer have any authority over your life. Do not allow the enemy to remind you of them and cause you to stumble under the weight of guilt. What is past, let it pass. The regrets, the if-onlys, the what might have beens. Release them all. Do not carry them as invisible chains that bind your steps. For, my child, I am doing a new thing in you, something unlike anything in previous seasons. A new path is opening where there once was no way. A stream of living water is beginning to flow through the dry and barren desert of your soul. Do you perceive it? Listen closely to the voice of the Holy Spirit within you. The gentle yet powerful whisper inviting you to step forward. My child, do not think this new thing will unfold in the way you once expected. I am the one who works in wondrous and mysterious ways. What I have prepared for you will surpass old patterns and old limitations. That is why I need you to let go of outdated thinking and boxed-in expectations. Allow me to lead you into a new land your eyes have not seen, your ears have not heard, and your heart has not yet imagined. But to enter this new land, my child, You need a heart that is renewed, a mind that is refreshed daily in my word, a spirit that is tender and obedient. Do not let fear extinguish the flame of vision within you. Do not let old wounds close your heart to what I am now doing. Be courageous and move forward. Walk by faith, even if you do not yet see the full picture. Trust in me, for I have never erred in my ways. And my child, as you walk forward, there will be moments when you feel weak, when you feel unsteady once again. Do not lose heart. Remember that strength does not lie in how you feel today, but in the one who holds you. I will be your strength. I will be the arms that lift you when you are weary. I will be the voice that soothes you when you are afraid. And above all, I will be the unshakable assurance that the work I have begun in you will not be left unfinished. My child, perhaps you have thought that you have failed too many times, that you have lost your opportunities, that you are no longer worthy to be used. But today I speak to you. There is no failure too great that my grace cannot restore. There is no opportunity lost that I cannot renew. With me, all things can be done again, revived, and made even more beautiful than before. So now, my beloved child, rise up, cast off the burdens from your shoulders. Lift your head and see, the new season is coming. The light of dawn is breaking forth. Doors are opening before you. And I, your loving Father, am with you in every step. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are my beloved child, chosen, covered, and called for an eternal purpose. My beloved, prepare your heart. Truly prepare it. I repeat, be ready. Tonight will not be like any night you have ever experienced, not because the circumstances of the world around you will suddenly change, but because your spiritual eyes are about to be opened in a new way, beyond anything you have ever known. There are things that have always been present around you. I have always been there. But only when your eyes are anointed will you truly see. And it is tonight that I will do this. I will open your eyes so that you may know me in a deeper way. No longer through the lens of others, no longer through borrowed knowledge, but through a personal, living, and powerful encounter. You will see me in places you never expected before, in the smallest details of life, in a faint ray of sunrise, in a dewdrop resting on a leaf, in the smile of a passerby, even in what once seemed like the most ordinary moments of your day. You will no longer separate what is sacred from what is ordinary, for you will come to know that I, the Eternal One, saturate and encompass every place where your feet tread. And in that moment, the world you see will appear changed, not because the world itself has changed, but because your eyes will have been renewed by my Spirit. Not only your eyes, my child, but your spiritual ears will also be opened. You will hear my voice in ways you have never experienced before. No longer confined to designated hours of prayer or within the walls of a church, but in every rhythm of your daily life, my voice will resound. As you walk down the street, as you work, as you sit quietly in the night, moment by moment, place by place, I will whisper into your heart words of love, guidance, and revelations meant for you alone. And you will come to realize one thing. I was never silent. In seasons past, it was your own heart, burdened with worries, distracted by cares, and scarred by unhealed wounds, that dulled your spiritual ears. But tonight, my Spirit will awaken that which has long lain dormant within you. There are parts of your soul where I once sowed seeds, holy dreams, radiant visions, supernatural capacities, but the pressures of life and accumulated wounds have left them silent, seemingly withered. My child, I say this clearly. The hour of revival has come. What was once buried will live again. Gifts long covered in dust will be stirred by my Spirit. Dreams that once seemed dead will be restored, greater and more radiant than before. My Spirit will breathe new life into you, causing the barren places of your heart to bloom once more. And more than this, my beloved, I come to restore your laughter. Yes, I, the one who created true joy, know that you have laughed before, but it was a laughter tinged with weariness, an effort to rejoice while your heart was still heavy. But tonight, I will place within you a pure spring of joy, untouched by circumstances or unstable emotions. A supernatural joy, flowing from me alone, will well up within you. You will laugh freely, innocently, like a child in the arms of their father. That laughter will be the sign of deep healing in your spirit. No longer will it be a forced laughter masking inner pain, but the laughter of one truly free in me. I also come to restore your boldness. You once walked strongly in faith, but there were seasons of testing that caused your heart to waver, your steps to slow. There were criticisms and seemingly small failures that quietly stole the boldness once natural to you. I know this. But tonight, by the power of my Spirit, I will breathe into you a new spirit, a spirit of holy courage. You will walk without hesitation, no longer fearing judgmental gazes, no longer anxious about whether you are good enough, for you will know who you are in me. You are loved unconditionally. You are called and equipped for this season, and from this place you will speak my words with strength and act according to my leading, no longer imprisoned by insecurity or comparison. And finally, my child, I have come to restore the sense of wonder within your soul. There have been times when your faith became routine, when your spiritual life seemed ordinary, and in those moments, you lost that sacred awe, that trembling joy that comes with recognizing my presence, that sense of marvel when witnessing my miracles in your daily life. But tonight, I will touch your heart and awaken it once more. You will marvel again when a simple prayer is answered in a miraculous way. You will be moved to tears as you realize how I have cared for even the smallest details of your life. And from your lips will arise the exclamation, "Lord, how wondrous you are." Each time you behold the works of my hand, my child, be ready. Not by striving or trying to appear spiritual, but by humbling your heart, opening your arms wide and saying, "Lord, here I am ready. Allow me to do my part. Let my Spirit move freely within you, and you will see, not tomorrow, not next month, but even tonight, a shifting within your spirit, a spiritual awakening, a release that nothing in this world can hinder. My beloved child, at this very moment I speak again to you. Let these words soak deep into your spirit like refreshing water saturating dry, parched ground. Do not let fear of the unknown take hold of your heart, for you are not stepping into uncertainty. I, the Creator, the one who holds all ages in my hands, am already there. Before you even set foot on the path, I have seen you there. You may not yet know what will unfold, but I have lovingly ordained every detail. You may ask, Lord, what must I do? How should I prepare? How will I overcome? But I say to you, do not be anxious about the method. Do not wear yourself out trying to figure out every solution, for I am not merely the one who reveals the way. I am the way. As you lean on me, you are not just searching for a path. You are being led and upheld by my very hand. You do not need to see the entire picture in order to take a step forward. That is not the way of faith. If everything were clear, faith would no longer be needed. And I delight in this about you. I delight in the courage of your heart when you step forward, even though your natural eyes have yet to see. For this brings great joy to my heart. So, my child, do not wait for everything to be perfect before you begin to move. Do not wait until every question in your heart is answered before you advance. Remember, I am the one guiding your every move. Even the breath you are drawing right now, I see it. Every step you take is under my watchful and loving gaze. When you walk in obedience, even if it is only a small, trembling step, in that very moment you are walking in heavenly power. For the power does not lie in your own strength, but in your obedience. A heart that listens and is willing to follow my voice will open doors that no human effort could possibly unlock. My child, when you trust in me, even when everything around you seems illogical, when your circumstances appear contrary to what I have promised, it is in that very moment that your faith becomes the strongest invitation for miracles to enter the atmosphere around you. There is no need for elaborate rituals, no need for eloquent prayers. All that is required is a simple, humble heart that trusts in me. This alone touches my throne, and as you do this, you will begin to witness wonders unfold. They may not always appear through thunderous sounds or dazzling signs, but often in quiet, gentle ways, yet profoundly deep. A door may suddenly open when you least expect it. A casual word might unexpectedly become the answer to a long-standing prayer. A person may appear at just the right moment when you need encouragement. A situation that once seemed hopeless may suddenly find a way through. This is me at work, do you see it? Do not think that miracles are only those grand things esteemed in the eyes of the world. The greatest miracle is your heart choosing to trust me in the face of opposing circumstances. The greatest miracle is supernatural peace coming to you when everything around you is in turmoil. The greatest miracle is the steadfastness of your faith when all else falters. And I say to you, as you continue walking in this trust, the spiritual atmosphere around you will shift. There are things unseen by natural eyes, but in the heavenly realm, every step you take in faith causes movement. Invisible chains are broken. Closed heavens are opened. Bondages from past generations are gradually shattered as you faithfully follow me. Do not underestimate the impact of a single act of obedience. Even the smallest step can become the spark that ignites the flame of a new season. When you take one step, I will take 1,000 steps toward you. When you dare to say yes to me, the power from my throne will stand behind you, clearing paths in the wilderness, causing springs to flow in the desert. Therefore, my child, keep walking, one step at a time. Do not worry too much about tomorrow. Do not weigh your mind with the long road ahead. I only need you to focus on the next step. Let me take care of the rest. Let me be the one who designs and completes the journey. My child, I know you have often wondered, am I enough? Will I mess up God's plan? Listen to me. There is nothing in you that can derail my purpose, as long as you continue to keep a heart of obedience and humility. Do not fear failure. Do not fear taking a wrong step. I am the one who can turn all things to your good. Even the smallest missteps I can use to craft profound and holy lessons. So release your grip on the burden of control. Lay every worry, every confusion at my feet. Let me take your hand and lead you. And as you do this, you will find that this journey is no longer a heavy load, but a joy. Each day will become an adventure in my love. Every morning you awaken will be filled with eager expectation. What new thing will the Lord do today? My child, trust, walk forward, and be ready to receive the holy surprises I have prepared for you. Do not confine me to old patterns. I am the one who does new things, and you will see, as you remain faithful in each small step, each small miracle will connect to form a glorious stream. Do not doubt. Do not be confused, for I assure you, I have never missed a single moment of your journey. From the time you took your very first trembling steps of faith, through the seasons when you thought I was silent, I have been watching over you, recording every tear, every beat of your heart. Not a single moment of yours is wasted in my sight. Though in past years you may have felt torn, as if you had lost too much, know this, my child, I am redeeming the time for you. I am the one who surpasses all limits of time. What seemed stolen, what seemed like seasons irretrievably lost, I will restore to you. And not only restore, but restore with increase. The opportunities you once thought had slipped beyond your reach, the dreams you had buried in the deepest chambers of your heart for fear of hoping and facing disappointment once more. Hear me when I say, I will bring them back, but they will not return as they once were. I will renew them. I will lift them to a higher place, for I have used the entire process to refine your soul and to expand your heart, preparing you to receive more, to go deeper, and to stand strong. Do not think you are reaching the end. No, my child, this is not the conclusion. This is the birthing. What you are sensing now, the tremors in your spirit, the inner stirrings, the unspoken longings that rise from the depths. These are not signs of decline, but rather the contractions of a divine birth. Do you understand, my child? Pain always precedes the promise. Just as a mother labors before she holds her child, so too is your soul now laboring before the promise I have spoken over you is brought forth into reality. The moments of pain, the weary waiting, the seeming impossibility of enduring, each of these holds purpose. Do not reject the pain. Allow it to complete its work, for life follows after the pain. You are now in the final moments of this season of waiting. My child, I see what your eyes cannot yet behold. The thread of time has been stretched to the brink of transition. Just a little longer, and the new season will break open before you. Do not let weariness in this final hour cause you to give up. Do not let the whispers of doubt lead you astray. Stand firm, for dawn is near. Soon you will fully embrace the promises I have prepared for you. Yet I also tell you this: what is coming may not look exactly as you once imagined. For even your noblest thoughts are still finite. But my purposes far surpass, far exceed, and are so full of goodness that you cannot yet comprehend them. What I am about to do will be greater than your grandest dreams. For I know more fully than you what will truly satisfy the depths of your soul. There were things you once believed would be the best for you, but if I had allowed you to grasp them before you were ready, or outside of their appointed season, they could have become a burden upon your heart. But now, after this season of training, after these years of shaping, your heart has been enlarged and your spirit matured, ready to receive rightly what I am about to give. Do you see it, my child? I do not merely wish to give you what is good. I long to give you what is best, what most perfectly aligns with the nature I have woven within you. And when you step into this fulfillment, you will marvel to realize that every moment of waiting, every pain, every past loss was of inestimable worth. Therefore now, I invite you. Prepare your heart, not merely to receive, but to walk with me in this new season. Keep your heart tender, attuned to my spirit. Keep your mind open so that when new things come, even through unexpected means, you will recognize my hand at work. Remember this, my child. In this new season, I do not desire only to work for you, but to work through you. What I restore to you is not meant only to fill you, but to make you a vessel of life for others. The wounds you once bore, I will now use as doors through which you will touch broken hearts. The experiences you have endured, I will now use as keys to unlock the souls of others. And beyond that, it is in this very process that you will experience a new intimacy with me. An intimacy no longer built upon fleeting emotions, but upon a firm foundation of love that has been refined through trials. You will know me in a deeper way, hear my voice more clearly, and walk closer to me than ever before. Therefore, my beloved child, do not allow your heart to fall into weariness or discouragement. Do not let the prolonged waiting cause your spirit to lose its fervency. Remember this: what I have promised, I will surely fulfill. Not a single word from my mouth will fall to the ground in vain. Every word I have spoken will be accomplished at the appointed time, not earlier, not later, but in the most perfect moment. My beloved child, right now, in this very moment, I am inviting you to step deeper into the land of my rest. I am calling you to release the burdens you have carried for too long. Trust me with your future. Surrender your heart fully into my hands, like a little child trusting the steady hand of a father to lead them along an unfamiliar path. I know well the things you have hidden in the depths of your heart. I know the fears you dare not name. I see the quiet, smoldering anxieties that refuse to be extinguished, the unanswered questions, the silent doubts gnawing at your faith as the long night stretches on. But, my child, know this: I do not come to rebuke you for these things. I do not come to judge your weakness or expose your moments of wavering. No, I come to invite you to lay everything down, every fear, every doubt, every question, every restlessness. Give them to me. In exchange for what, you may ask? In exchange for peace. not the shallow, fragile peace the world offers and quickly withdraws, but the peace that comes from me, a peace as unshakable as my eternal throne. This peace does not depend on circumstances. It is not contingent upon whether you have all the answers. It is not swayed by the tides of good days or bad. My peace is like a quiet river flowing beneath your soul, undisturbed by the storms outside. It is the steadfastness you feel when everything around you is trembling. It is the stillness within when the world around you is in chaos. It is the inner assurance that even though you do not yet understand everything, the one who loves you holds all things in his hands. My child, I see the hesitation still lingering in your heart. I can feel the trembling questions within your soul. How can I let go when I do not yet see the outcome? How can I entrust it all when I am unsure of what lies ahead? Let me remind you, it is precisely in the moment of release that you do not lose, you truly gain. When you loosen your grip on the reins of your life, you allow me, the wise and loving shepherd, to guide you along the good path I have prepared. When you dare to surrender control, you enter the freedom your soul has long yearned for. So now, my child, in this breath, in this very breath, let me lead you into the land of rest. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine releasing all those burdens. Let each worry, each fear, each unanswered question dissolve into nothingness, and in that empty space, my peace will pour in. Imagine that peace as a gentle mist enveloping you, seeping into every fiber of your being, into every cell, soothing every old wound. Let it flow like a refreshing stream running through the dry deserts of your soul, reviving places that once seemed dead. My child, let my peace become the new foundation for every step you are about to take. Not a foundation of striving, not a foundation of confusion, but a firm foundation of a heart that knows who holds it. Do not worry about tomorrow. Do not let your mind be weighed down with scenarios that may or may not come to pass. Tomorrow may bring things you do not foresee, but I am already there, and I do not change. Do not fear the seasons to come. Every season is painted by my hand. Every wind you are about to face, every stream you are about to cross, I have already prepared the path, laying each stone so that you will not stumble. My child, I do not promise that you will never face difficulties, but I do promise that in every difficulty, I will be with you, not as a distant observer, but as a father who holds tightly to his little child's hand and never lets go. Therefore, my child, instead of filling your heart with questions that have no answers, let your heart be filled with trust. Instead of clinging to things you cannot control, open your hands to receive peace. And instead of bracing yourself in your own strength, lean on me, the one who never grows weary, the one who is always faithful. Let this peace calm the hurried beats of your heart. Let it turn every moment into a quiet act of worship. Let each breath you take become an unspoken prayer. Lord, I trust you. Let my peace become the lullaby that soothes your soul each night and the song that awakens you each morning. Let it guide your thoughts, shape your decisions, and inspire new dreams within your heart. And when this peace dwells within you, you will witness a wonder. Everything around you may not change immediately, but you yourself will be transformed. A deep transformation, unshakable, not easily swept away by the storms outside. For you will no longer live by the rhythms of this world, but by the heartbeat of my heart. You will walk with a new posture, not bowed under burdens, but standing tall in rest. You will speak words no longer tinged with anxiety, but flowing with trust, and you will become a bearer of peace wherever you go, for you yourself will have become a dwelling place of peace. My beloved child, I have long awaited this moment, the moment when you stop striving, stop struggling, stop fearing, and allow me to be your Father, completely. So now, take a deep breath. Let the peace I give seep into every crack within your heart. Let go, rest, abide in me, for I am your peace, an everlasting, unshakable peace. And as you do this, you will realize it is here, in this very moment, that you have begun to step into the new season I have promised. A season not measured by what the eyes can see, but by the depth within your soul. A season from which every blessing I have prepared will flow, neither rushed nor delayed, but in perfect timing, in perfect measure, like the first rains that refresh the fields of your heart. My beloved child, in this very moment, whether you are aware of it or not, you are standing in the most sacred place, a place no human heart can enter by its own strength, but only through my grace and guidance. This is holy ground, the realm of revelation and divine encounter. Every step of faith you have taken through many seasons, every silent tear, every prayer that seemed to vanish into the void, none of it has been in vain. All of these have led you to this moment, this sacred hour in which I am about to unveil the profound things I have long been working on, behind the unseen veil. My child, do you know this? There are things in your life about which you once asked, Lord, why have I not yet seen the fulfillment of what you promised? Why are these doors still closed? Why do the desires of my heart still feel like a distant dream? But today I say to you, not a single one of your prayers has been forgotten. Not a single tear has fallen unnoticed by me. Not one step of faith has escaped my gaze. All of these have woven together an invisible tapestry, a tapestry that I will now unveil before your very eyes. The appointed time, I have said, is drawing near. What I am about to do in your life will not be something small or insignificant, nor will it be the result of your own strength. It will surpass every thought and expectation of your heart. It will come unexpectedly, beyond any human calculation. You will not have to chase after it, nor will you need to force it or strive for it. When it happens, your heart will instantly recognize, this is me. This is my. No one else could accomplish this but me. And my child, it will come gently yet gloriously, like a spring of living water flowing through a barren desert. It will not weary you, nor will it demand your own cunning or striving. What comes from me will flow naturally, like the breath of the Holy Spirit touching your spirit, like the early rain refreshing the dry ground. You will no longer have to struggle or strain to achieve it. Instead, you will stand in the deep peace that I give and witness my work being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Perhaps in the past you have grown accustomed to striving, to planning, to depending on yourself. But, my child, that old season is now behind you. I am bringing you into a new season, a season of resting in me, a season of complete trust in my power and faithfulness. In this season, you will learn to walk not by your own strength, but by the gentle yet powerful leading of the Holy Spirit. You will see that when you release the burdens you have carried by your own effort, only then can my hand fully take hold of you and guide you in fullness. My child, do not be surprised if in the coming days you sense a deep inner stirring, a prompting to let go of the old ways, of the methods you once clung to. Do not fear when I call you to release things that seemed safe, but were actually holding you back. For I desire to open something new for you, something that has never before existed in your life. New territories of faith, new doors of mission, new divine relationships will begin to emerge. But to enter in, you will need a heart of trust and a mind ready to receive. You may hear voices around you saying, "How can this be? How could you possibly be capable of such a thing?" But my child, let my word be the strongest voice within you. It is I who will do it. Not by your ability, not by your wisdom or strength, but by my Spirit. For the word I speak will never return void, but will accomplish my will and bear fruit in your life. Be steadfast, my child. When you begin to see the first signs, those gentle stirrings, those doors slightly ajar, know that these are signals that the appointed time I have set is drawing near. Do not be hasty, nor rush ahead of me in eagerness. Walk instead in peace and patience. For fulfillment that comes from me is never late, nor is it ever misplaced. It arrives at the precise moment when your spirit has been sufficiently prepared and when the circumstances around you have been perfectly arranged by my hand. My beloved child, in this season of waiting, the most precious thing you can do is not to run about anxiously, but to remain in worship, to dwell closely beside me. Let your heart become still before me. Let my words soak deeply into your soul. For when your spirit is satisfied in my presence, you will more easily perceive my hand at work. And when that moment comes, you will not only experience breakthrough for yourself, but you will also become a channel of blessing to those around you. My beloved child, listen deeply to the words I speak to you today. I am the Lord Jehovah, the living God, the one who created all things and sustains everything by the power of my word. I reign upon the highest heavens, where glory shines so brightly no mortal eye can fully behold it. And yet it is I, the great and holy one, who stoops low to observe every detail upon the earth, every small deed, every silent stirring within the human heart. Nothing escapes my gaze. Not a single thought, not a single word, nor one tear that falls from your eyes goes unseen, unknown, or unmeasured by me. My child, where do I take delight? Do I seek the grandeur of magnificent temples? Do I require elaborate ceremonies or lavish offerings? No, my child. I am not drawn to outward forms or empty religious rituals. Such things, if not accompanied by genuine hearts, are but resounding gongs in an empty space, loud yet meaningless before me. I do not take pleasure when my people approach me with their lips while their hearts remain distant. I do not accept worship merely to satisfy human tradition or habit. What moves my heart, what causes me to dwell among my people, is a humble heart, one that knows its place before the Holy One. It is a pair of hands kept pure, unstained by deceit, greed, or unrighteousness. It is a heart that is broken, not from despair, but from a deep awareness of its own weakness and shortcomings, and from that place hungers for my upholding and healing. It is a heart ready to obey, not only in what is easy, but even in what is difficult. When faith is tested by fire, my child, when I see such a heart, my joy is beyond measure. When my children walk along the path I have shown them, the path of righteousness, of kindness, of truth, it pleases me greatly. It is not lofty words nor worldly achievements that move me, but a life wholly surrendered to me each day, lived in simplicity and sincerity. When you remember me not merely through songs and prayers, but through the very way you live. When your heart, your actions, and every breath you take become a living song of worship, then I rejoice as I behold you. And my child, my heart is deeply moved when I see the poor being lifted up. When you do not turn away from the suffering of your brothers and sisters, when you extend your hand to those in need, when you dare to share your bread and your clothing with the destitute, at that very moment you are displaying my heart upon the earth. When the hungry are fed, when the lonely find comfort, when the oppressed are set free and healed, my heart stirs profoundly. For this is the very work of my kingdom, to bring light into the darkness, to bring hope where there is despair, to bring life into places of death. My child, do you know that each time you act in such a way, even in the smallest deed, you are partnering with me to expand my kingdom on earth? I do not forget these things. I remember every moment when you chose to love the unlovable, every time you forgave those who offended you, every time you stood for truth and justice, even when it cost you something. These deeds, though they may appear insignificant in the eyes of the world, shine before me like precious jewels adorning the crown of grace. Do not think that I am distant or indifferent to the plight of humanity. No, my child, I am still watching, still seeking hearts that love as I love, that show mercy as I show mercy. And my child, I am calling you to become such a person. Let my love saturate your thoughts, your words, your actions. Let your heart remain tender before me, so that when I send you, you will be ready to go. When I move your heart towards someone in need, you will not hesitate or turn away. My beloved child, I tell you the truth. In this time, the world is filled with falsehood, selfishness, and violence. Many maintain an outward appearance of religion, but their hearts are barren and far from me. Many places proclaim my name with their lips, yet do not live according to my teachings. But I am calling forth a new generation, a people set apart for me, a people who live by truth and love. I am seeking hearts that do not chase after outward glitter, that are not entangled by the temptations of the world, but that seek me with all their being and long to be conformed to my likeness. My child, if you are willing, I will work mightily within you. I will teach you to love as I love, to see as I see, to act as I act. I will make your heart a channel of my mercy, so that through you many others will be touched. You will witness lives restored, broken hearts healed, and you yourself will experience unspeakable joy as you walk in the purpose I have ordained for your life. But my child, it all begins with a heart that is tender and surrendered to me. You do not need to be perfect before coming to me. Come just as you are. Allow me to mold you, to cleanse you, to renew your spirit. Allow me to transform you from the inside out, so that each step you take will reflect the light of my kingdom. And then, your life will become a song that delights my heart. A song not sung only within the sanctuary, but one that echoes through the streets of everyday life. My beloved child, I am calling you to draw nearer still. Do not let fear, shame, or the accusations of others hold you back. I am the one who is gracious and full of mercy. My arms are always open to welcome you. Come, and let me do a new thing in your life. And through you, my light will shine into the darkest places. My love will reach thirsty souls, and my name will be exalted upon the earth. My beloved child, what delights my heart is not false strength or the masks that people wear to hide their fears and weaknesses. On the contrary, my heart is deeply moved when my children courageously acknowledge their frailty and humbly return to take refuge in me, the only one who can grant enduring strength and unfading hope. When a soul lays down its own will and lifts its gaze to me, calling upon my name, when weary hands are raised to seek the embrace of my arms, that is the very moment when I descend with healing power, with sweet comfort, with strength beyond human understanding. My child, I am greatly pleased when truth is not merely proclaimed with the lips, but truly dwells and reigns within the hearts of my children. For truth is not an abstract concept, nor a rigid doctrinal theory. Truth is my very nature. I am the truth. When you allow truth to permeate every thought, every motive, every word, and every action, it is then that you walk in fellowship with me, walking in the light of my kingdom. My heart delights exceedingly when I see my children love the truth, refusing to compromise with falsehood, unwilling to bend their conscience to please others or to seek selfish gain. My child, do you realize that your words carry tremendous power? A single word can be like a seed sown into the heart of another, either unto life or unto death. Therefore, I am well pleased when you allow your mouth to become a pure spring, from which flow words of grace, words of encouragement, words that build up. When your words are seasoned with the salt of grace, when every word you speak brings healing rather than harm, when your tongue ceases to be an instrument of destruction, but becomes instead a stream of life flowing from a spirit that I have purified, this is when I take great pleasure in dwelling among you. My child, understand this: to live in truth is no easy task in a world so steeped in falsehood and corruption. There are countless voices that seek to entice you into compromise. Many things appear harmless on the surface, yet subtly draw hearts away from truth. But, my child, when you dare to stand firm, when you love truth so deeply that you are willing to forsake anything contrary to it, when you are willing to pay the price to keep your heart pure before me, then you become a shining torch in the darkness. And this light does not illuminate your path alone, but also shines for the wandering souls, helping them find their way back to the eternal source of truth. My child, I see when you choose to speak the truth, even when it costs you favor in the eyes of men. I hear every word when you speak truth in love, not in condemnation. I see when you dare to confront painful realities, neither denying nor sugarcoating them, but bringing them before me to be healed. These things greatly please me, for I am the God of truth, and those who love the truth are those who abide in me. My beloved child, do not fear when confronted with the falsehoods that are spreading all around you. Do not shy away from speaking what is right, even in the face of opposition or misunderstanding. Remember that my power is with you. When you guard your heart in purity, when you would rather suffer loss than resort to deceit, when every word you utter reflects a heart of integrity, then I am pleased to grant you deep peace, a steadfastness that surpasses every adversity. And my child, know this: when truth reigns in your heart, it will manifest not only in your words, but in your entire way of life. People will see truth in your eyes, in how you treat others, in your honesty at work, in your humility in success, and even in how you embrace failure. A life fully alive in truth will become a testimony far more powerful than any sermon, and I rejoice when you allow me to shape every facet of your life to reflect myself, the one who is true and holy. My beloved child, in this age of turmoil and deceit, I am calling you to be a keeper of the flame of truth, keeping it ever burning bright. Nourish your spirit with my word, the absolute truth. Allow my spirit to lead you into all truth. Do not lean on your emotions or your own wisdom, but surrender your heart completely under the light of my word. When you do this, you will not be shaken by deceptive trends, nor easily swept away by the waves of falsehood that are drowning many. My child, it is also my desire to see you, those who belong to me, know how to connect with one another in the spirit of truth and love. It does not please me to witness gossip, slander, or malicious talk among my children. Such things grieve my heart and open the door for the enemy to sow division. But when you speak to one another with words of truth and love, when you are willing to correct each other with patience and gentleness, when you protect, uphold, and build one another up in truth, that is when I am pleased to dwell in your midst as among a holy people. Therefore, my beloved child, I encourage you, speak the truth, love the truth, and live in the truth, for I am the God of truth. Let truth become your very breath, the lamp that guides your steps each day. And as you live in this way, you will experience a new stream of life flowing within you. You will taste true freedom, no longer bound by fear, no longer manipulated by public opinion or social pressures. You will know the joy of living in the light with a heart that is fully upright before me. And beyond that, my child, I will use your life as a sounding bell in this generation, a bell of truth and righteousness. Through you, many will be awakened. Many will be enlightened, and they too will return to me, the source of eternal truth. So, my child, continue to walk in truth. Let your mouth be a fountain of life. Let your heart shine with righteousness and grace. And I promise you this: I will be with you, I will strengthen you, and my glory will shine upon you ever more brightly. For I love you, and I delight in you when you choose to live in this way. My beloved child, know that the journey of your life is not a series of random, disconnected events, nor is it a vague flow determined by fate. No, my child, each step you take is being carefully crafted, shaped, and guided by my own hand. Every day of your life, from the rising of the sun to its setting, is covered by my loving gaze and unfathomable providence. Your journey is intricately woven with threads of grace, each link saturated with the boundless love I have reserved especially for you. Do not think that any detail of your life is too small to escape my care. Never believe that anything within your heart, even in the most hidden corners of your life, lies beyond my sight. I see even the things unseen by others. I understand the inner struggles that no one else knows. From the smallest worries of your heart to the secret dreams you have never voiced, all of it lies before me like an open book. My child, have you ever sat in silence, letting out a sigh too deep for words? Have you ever wondered, does the Father hear me? Can my small, fleeting prayer touch His heart? Listen to me today. Every sigh you breathe, every whisper of your thoughts, I hear them deeply. No prayer is too short, too simple, or too faint to reach my ears. Even when you have no words left, when all you can do is lift trembling hands in silence, I am there, attuned to the rhythm of your heart. It is your sincere heart and pure intentions that please me the most. I do not demand eloquent words, nor do I expect polished, elaborate forms. What I seek is a true heart, a heart unafraid to reveal its weakness, unafraid to admit its limitations, unafraid to draw near to me like a child running into their father's arms. When you come to me as you truly are, without masks, without pretense, that is when I embrace you with my perfect love. My child, never doubt that your voice matters to me. Even in a crowded and noisy world, even among millions of souls lifting up their voices, I still hear yours clearly. To me, your voice is neither lost nor diminished. Just as a mother can recognize her child's cry amidst 1,000 sounds, so do I recognize and cherish every word you speak to me. Every time you reach out in faith, whether through trembling prayers or radiant praise, I listen with all my heart. And not only do I listen, my child, but I also act. There are times when you do not see the answers right away. There are times when the veil of time and circumstances makes it seem as though I am silent. But take heart. Not a single prayer falls to the ground in vain. I remember each one, recorded in my vessel of remembrance. At the appointed time, in my way, I will cause those prayers to bear fruit in your life, far beyond anything you could have imagined. My child, the road ahead may still hold many unknowns. There are turns you cannot yet see today, new territories I am preparing to lead you into. But be at peace, for I am not only the one who authors this journey. I walk with you every step of the way. Whether through dark valleys or glorious mountaintops, I am beside you and will not leave your side. When you stumble, I will lift you up. When you are weary, I will renew your strength. When you lose your way, I will guide you back to the path of righteousness. Do not fear the days ahead, even if they appear uncertain. Remember that I go before you, preparing the way. Nothing surprises me. What you do not yet know, I already know. What you do not yet understand, I have already designed in my infinite wisdom. Let your heart rest in this assurance. You are held in my steadfast hand, the very hand that laid the foundations of the heavens, that hung the stars in place, is the same gentle hand that upholds you each day. Therefore, my child, continue to reach out to me. Do not hesitate, thinking your words are too small or too clumsy. Do not hold back when all you can say is, "Father, here I am." That is a prayer most pleasing to me. I long for your presence more than you realize. Every time you draw near to me, my heart rejoices greatly. Every moment you dare to believe that I hear you, the bond between us deepens even more. In this ever-changing world, my child, let your life's journey always be intertwined with my calling. Let prayer become the breath of your soul, not merely a habit or a duty. Let conversations with me be the lifeline that nourishes your spirit each day. And you will find that as this relationship grows ever deeper, your heart will be filled with unshakable peace, even as the world around you may tremble. Come freely, my child. Speak with me, whether in moments of joy or in times of sorrow, in days full of hope or when your heart is clouded with doubt. I never tire of listening to you. I am never weary of you needing me. On the contrary, every word you utter, every tear you shed, every smile you offer, each one is of immeasurable worth to me. For you are my beloved child, the one I have formed with my own love and breath. I am here, not distant, not cold, not sitting in some unreachable heaven indifferent to your life. No, my child, I am present, closer than the breath in your chest. I am here, working in even the smallest details of your life. Every heartbeat, every moment, every event, no matter how minor, lies beneath my loving watch. You may not always perceive it, but there is never a moment when my hand is not upon your life. Every occurrence, every person you meet, every opportunity you step into, each is wisely orchestrated by me to reveal my unending care for you. My love for you knows no boundaries that human minds could ever conceive. It is not conditioned by circumstances, nor diminished by mistakes, nor worn away by time. This love surpasses all understanding, transcends every failure, and reaches beyond even those moments when you doubt yourself. Whether you stand upon dazzling heights or walk through the darkest valleys, my love remains unchanging. It pursues you relentlessly, wrapping around you like a cloak of grace, guarding you as a shepherd watches over his sheep through the cold night. My child, do you know this? I long for you to feel this love. Not only in extraordinary moments when miracles unfold or when great prayers are answered, even more so I desire for you to recognize it in the simplest and most ordinary moments of your day. In the gentle breeze that brushes your face, in the birdsong that greets the morning, in the grasp of a friend's hand, in the smile of a loved one. All these seemingly small things are signs of my love reaching out to you. Do not let your heart grow hardened by waiting for grand events, and forget that I am constantly whispering through the small details of your life. The bond between you and me, my child, is not woven from achievements or merits. It does not rest on the perfection you strive to attain by your own efforts. This bond is crafted from your simple trust and your sincere heart. Every time you choose to believe in me amid adversity, every time you dare to take even the smallest step of faith, every time you speak to me from the depths of your heart, in those moments this bond grows stronger and deeper. It is a connection that cannot be broken, a relationship that no circumstance can diminish. And it is precisely this sacred bond that becomes the wellspring of strength nourishing your soul each day. When you are weary, when your spirit feels drained, return to me. Do not seek strength from dry and empty sources. Let the relationship between us become a fresh underground stream that revives your heart. When you come back, when you sit quietly in my presence, when you allow your heart to beat in rhythm with my loving heart, it is then that I will pour out restoration upon you, peace beyond all understanding, and new strength for the journey ahead. My child, this world will never cease trying to make you question your worth. It will seek to convince you that you must do more, become some ideal version of yourself to be accepted. But I tell you truly, To me, you have been loved from the moment I formed you. Not because of your achievements, not because of your talents, not because of your excellence or worthiness, simply because you are mine. My love for you does not change through your ups and downs. It does not diminish when you stumble, nor does it increase when you succeed. It remains complete as it was from the beginning, and it will endure forever. Therefore, my child, lay aside every fear, every feeling of unworthiness when you come to me. Come just as you are, with your wounds, your doubts, your joys, and even your tears. Let me embrace you fully. Let my love heal you. Let my words comfort you. I do not reject you in your weakness. On the contrary, it is in your very weakness that my power is most perfectly revealed. When you cease striving and surrender into my arms, when you allow me to truly be your Father, it is then that you will experience a freedom, a joy, and a peace that this world can never give. And my child, know this: my love is not meant for you to keep for yourself alone. I desire that through you this love would be poured out upon others. When you allow my love to flow through your life, in your words, in your actions, in the way you treat those around you, you are participating in the expansion of my kingdom on earth. Every word of encouragement you speak, every act of love you extend, every time you choose forgiveness over resentment, you are becoming a vessel of my love, in a world so desperately longing for it. My child, the path ahead may still hold many things yet unseen. There will be days when you feel my nearness so clearly, and there will be days when I may seem silent. But take heart, I have not withdrawn. My love does not waver with fleeting emotions. Whether you feel it or not, I am here. I am working in every detail of your life. I am loving you within every detail of your life. I am loving you within. Now bring before me your sincere prayer. You may say this: Lord, tonight I lift my eyes to my Creator, as your word echoes deep within my soul. I tremble knowing that you are preparing something supernatural for me, something my spirit has long hungered for. Lord, I open my heart wide. Please do as you have promised. You are faithful, and your word never returns void. Accomplish your will in me in the way you know is best. Lord, you see all things. Not a single tear I have shed escapes your sight. Not a single sigh of mine is unheard by you. Lord, I thank you for every moment you have been near to me, even when I felt most alone. Even when I wandered in the darkness, you quietly held me fast. Lord, I praise you for your unchanging love toward me. Lord, I ask that you open my spiritual eyes. Let me see your hand at work in the things I once did not understand. Let my ears hear the whisper of your Spirit in this quiet night. Let my heart be sensitive to perceive the heavenly movements you are now bringing forth. I do not want to miss anything from you. Let me walk in the light of the vision you impart. Lord, I bring the hidden wounds of my heart before your throne of grace. The weariness, the disappointments, the unspoken sorrows, please touch and heal me. Restore my soul where it is withered under waiting, under pressure, under burdens I have carried in silence. Lord, I trust in you. Please renew me and make me whole. Lord, tonight you have spoken that this is a beginning. I say yes. Though I do not yet see the fullness of the path ahead, I choose to walk in trust. Grant me boldness and strength not to look back. Lead me step by step, that I may enter the new season you have prepared for me since the beginning of time. Lord, pour streams of life into the dry places of my soul. Cause the dreams I once thought were dead to blossom again. Fill my heart with new vitality. Lord, I long to live in your life, to experience the supernatural works that only you can do. Lord, I surrender every worry, every burden, every fear to you. Fill me with the peace of heaven, not the false peace the world offers, but the steadfast peace that comes from you alone. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Let my heart rest in your embrace. Let me sleep peacefully under your protection tonight. Lord, I give you my whole heart, the things I understand and the things I do not, the desires that have been fulfilled and the dreams yet unfinished. Shape me according to your good will. May your Holy Spirit pour out fresh power and life upon me. From this moment on, may my life walk in your light, no longer bound by the past, but stepping into the freedom and glory you have prepared for me. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. If you love the Lord, do not forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any meaningful and life-giving messages from Him. Together, we will grow in faith and live a life fully embraced by His love. Amen.